Hello. So I went to Partizan Wargames Show on Sunday. It's a 2-hour drive from me. It's about the 6th Partizan I've been to, and I have to be honest, I was a little bit nonplussed by it all. It was, I mean, the main reason I guess to go is to look at the tables and the Wargames figures and all the fantastic stuff that people play with, train and get ideas for myself. But I've always ended up filling a rucksack with goodies, coming home and then adding them to the pile of shame. But this time I didn't buy anything apart from 3 sets of rules. I didn't buy any figures, and I kind of got the impression that it was a bit samey in terms of what goes on outside the sort of demonstration area, in as much as it's the same sellers and manufacturers. They're in the same position each time, they're selling the same stuff, and I found very little to attract me, really. So I spent the first sort of hour and a half looking around all the stalls, and that was it, really. So the rest of the time looking at the games. So this is the first one from Lost Ark Wargamers, which happens to be my club, although I haven't been this year yet. So what we see, or what we've got coming up, is basically a sort of slideshow of all the Wargames tables. I did bump into Alex from Storm of Steel, who I have seen many times through his videos, his YouTube channel. I had a good chat with him, recognised him straight away, and as soon as I heard his voice, that added to it, and we had a little chat, which was nice. This one from Blitzkrieg was really good. You can see that there weren't many ships on the table, and as soon as I took my camera out on my phone, the guy offered to bring out all the ships and set them up for me to photograph, which was really good. So I got some really nice shots, and I looked at the raw material of these ships that Blitzkrieg is selling, and they look really nice, so I might have a little look at those at some stage. Managed to get around most, I think, of the larger tables. I didn't get around many of the smaller tables. I was still sort of photographing while people were packing up, so I didn't get a chance to shoot everything. Had a good chat with the guys here, and realised that I'd bought the rules in the warning. So it'll be interesting to have a look at those for a bit of modern wargaming. I think these are all 10 or 12 millimeters. Now these were 3D printed. All the vehicles were 3D printed, and the buildings were paper. Again, I had a good chat with one of the guys involved in that. Very keen. And there's another one I had a nice chat with. These are sort of manufactured ships, but he's also just delving into 3D printed ships. And I was quite interested in the Wings of Glory stuff, because I've been 3D printing aircraft for myself. I've even painted some. I'm not sure what this one was. I couldn't work it out from the memory. As always at these shows, you see some wonderful figures, some great painting. These were wonderfully painted camouflage. You can't quite see it in the photographs, but the camo uniforms on those Germans was really nice. This was an absolutely stunning setup. I'm not sure what the scale was, but I think it was something like 1/35 or 54 millimeters, but quite large figures in comparison to the normal stuff, but they were absolutely stunning. Hundreds of, I'm not sure what happened to this picture, but hundreds of lovely painted figures in a large scale. Looked absolutely terrific, and the terrain was stunning as well. So I probably took more photographs of this setup than most of the others. Some of the setups, guys were handing out information about the war game, about the history that they were covering, which is quite nice to get a bit of background, and this was one of them. This was a little 4-page spread of info about the battle and the history and the figures and terrain. Oops, little spelling mistake there. These guys always put on a great table, and they quite often dress in sort of period costume as well. This was another one that had a really nice handout about the Battle of Wilson's Creek. Glossy A5 sized, or just A5 sized, packed with information about the battle, the game, and then on the back they had some adverts for some books that Case Shot sold. But second prize in my handout awards. And these guys, Angelus Wargames, they won the prize for the handout. They had a 4-page card information sheet, and there you can see it. Inside there was colour photographs of the games, information on the history, and then on the back a bit about how they played the game and the rules and terrain. So thanks very much for watching.